Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
But they're always about demons and devils.
We're looking at The Nightmare Never Ends.
Must I listen to this?
Following some horrifying nightmares, Claire Hansen consults a Vegas stage performer.
I used to be a ventriloquist.
Is this really the best person to talk to?
I have run across some cases of possession in the past.
What ventriloquist hasn't?
I need your help, Mr. Howard. And I believe you can help me.
The power of Charlie McCarthy compels you. Disappointingly not part of the story. Elsewhere, Holocaust survivor Abraham Weiss spots a Nazi war criminal at the ballet.
My God! Come on, control yourself.
And gets his cop neighbour to take a look.
That guy you pointed out is in his 20s, right?
Yeah, so.
And all this happened 35 years ago in Germany.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
He'd be in his 60s or 70s by now.
Putting your finger right on the nub.
He hasn't aged a day in 35 years.
Okay, let's not labour the point.
God damn it, it can't be him!
But Weiss is adamant.
I don't care!
And goes to confront the man who has haunted him all these years. Doesn't go well, and Weiss leaves cop Stern a cryptic message.
Look on the wall. Those were the last words he said.
The death also traumatises Claire.
You dreamt of a German refugee, and then you saw his body in the morgue, Coincidence.
I'm not saying jump to supernatural conclusions, but that is a big coincidence.
Fiend you.
Claire is a devout Catholic, but her husband James...
God is dead.
Isn't, which you'd think would make for some stress in their marriage, but it's hard to tell because Claire exhibits next to no emotion.
What are you saying?
Although James's latest book is clearly a source of friction.
I spent 4 years on this book, Claire.
I'm a slow reader myself. Owing to the controversy, James struggles to find financial backing until he is contacted by the suspiciously young Nazi, Mr. Olivier.
I think it would be advantageous if we met tomorrow.
Who then keeps him waiting all day. And then... Well, that's a perfectly natural reaction, and why wouldn't you bring a gun to a business meeting?
Up here, Dr. Hansen.
Or is it all a dream?
You bore me.
I assure you, the feeling is mutual. Olivier thinks that him and James are on the same side.
There is only one master, and his name is Satan.
But...
I don't believe in Satan any more than I believe in God.
Probably should have actually read his book first. The more I see of Olivier, the more I think there's something odd about him. Still displaying zero emotion, Claire talks to the police about James's killer.
Satan.
Who?
Satan.
Satan.
Never heard of him. You might just as well be making a name up.
The devil. He's loose again.
Oh, that devil. Stern is now finally able to make sense of Weiss's last words.
Yeah, he hasn't aged a day in all those years. This is what Weiss meant when he said, look on the wall.
I'm sorry. The revelation we've been waiting for is the same thing that you massively over-established an hour ago.
Peter!
Well, that takes care of that plot line. Spurred on by Mr. Papini, a renegade priest and master of disguise,
I am Papini.
Claire must now take action.
When necessary. Even God can kill.
A quick look at the Old Testament will tell you that, actually, he has a very short fuse. Wow. Claire's got some explaining to do to that girl he was with.
He killed Jim!
Oh, well, in that case, run him down. In fact, I'll help.
Here, let me help.
And without further explanation, she now helps to remove a man's heart without anaesthetic. This movie is an incoherent mess.
Worse, a piece of crap.
But what it most suffers from is dilution of its central premise. The ageless Nazi, recognised by his victim? That's solid, and there's no need for quasi-philosophical debate.
I'm beginning to see evidence of your last point.
Sexy demons.
The master sent me.
Or disco-dancing detectives. Plus, I'm genuinely sorry this wasn't about a ventriloquist exorcist.
I'm not impressed.
Thanks for watching. For more reviews, click here. Go ahead, pitch us your ideas for the ventriloquist exorcist movie. Let's make a film.
What do you see? Keep your eyes closed.
Nothing.